Well, we are taking you into the news right now with the Fox 45 news feed. It is 11 o'clock. Remembering the murdered. Community members will be coming together to remember the victims of Baltimore City crime. We'll look at the calls for change that they are making as they honor their loved ones. And caught on camera, a shocking heist. A stolen tow truck is used to swipe a car right off a dealer's lot. Also coming up, we'll be digging into the county's crime numbers to see how they compare to last year's, and a wet start to your Wednesday. Meteorologist Justin Chambers will be timing it all out for us and share when the rain moves out. Plus, he's got a sneak peek of your New Year's Eve forecast. Fox 45 News Midday starts right now.
Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 News Midday.
Yeah, it's kind of a rainy, wet one, but thank you for joining us on Fox 45 News Midday. I'm Tom Rogers. We begin with some breaking news. Donald Trump's name will be allowed to appear on Michigan's primary ballot. That's a ruling from the state's Supreme Court made minutes ago. The court says it will not hear arguments in a case that would have banned the former president from appearing on that ballot. Earlier this month, Colorado Supreme Court ruled Trump could not appear on that state's ballot, saying that he's ineligible due to his, quote, incitement of the January 6th Capitol riot. A U.S. constitutional provision bars anyone who is engaged in insurrection from federal office. Next step for both of these decisions will likely be appeals, and all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court, where legal experts say Colorado is likely to lose. Happening right now in a city in crisis, police are searching for the person who shot a 13-year-old boy. This happening the day after Christmas right on Annabelle Street in Brooklyn neighborhood. That's in South Baltimore. Now, the boy is expected to survive, but right now police are asking anyone with information to call Metro Crime Stoppers. That number, 866-7-LOCK-UP. This year, for the first time in 9 years, the city is expected to end the year with fewer than 300 killings. Still, 258 families are grieving their murdered loved ones. Tonight, they will be remembering. And during a community prayer walk, Olivia Dance shows us organizers are calling for change.
As the year is coming to an end, the community is coming together to remember those who lost their lives and plead for an end to the violence. The prayer walk starts at 5:30 this evening, just behind me here at St. Joseph's Monastery Parish, which is just off of Old Frederick Road.
SUV right from the lot in Baltimore County dealership. It's part of an alarming trend surrounding stolen tow trucks, with at least 4 in the past few weeks across the Baltimore area. Trending number 3, more headaches for Maryland 529 account holders. Many are now learning that they have to pay taxes on the money that was returned to their accounts after what 529 officials call an interest calculation error. After a financial battle that lasted more than a year, the state recently agreed to repay Maryland families after their college savings were slashed without warning. Some account holders who were forced to file claims with the state treasurer's office are seeing ongoing issues. One account holder telling us at Fox 45 that he is among those receiving a settlement offer this month, with the state granting him nearly $10,000 in interest earnings. They now say it should not have been taken from his account. But further review of the fine print reveals unexpected tax considerations now on his tax-free investment. Trending number 4, the Ravens' big win. Christmas is pushing Lamar Jackson into the odds, favorite for MVP all around. That's right, Christian McCaffrey, second best odds. What happened to Brock Purdy? Ooh, 5 picks later. Jackson could land his second MVP on the New Year's Eve with a win against Miami. And if you've been stressed out over the holiday, your dog probably knows it. Coming up, how a new study finds Fido may know more about your health than we do. And rapper Yeet, is also known as Kanye West, or Kanye, is apologizing for his past anti-Semitic remarks. What he is saying, plus reaction from fans ahead. Imports of the newest Apple Watch are paused. We'll take a deeper look into the new lawsuit accusing Apple of ripping off another company's product.
Well, we'll have a day with steady rain showers. Could see some heavy rain at times, especially as we head into Wednesday afternoon and evening. Temperatures, for the most part, are staying mild. So here's a look at your forecast. Numbers in the mid-50s with those rain showers. Overnight lows barely drop into the upper 40s, so it'll be mild again with some of those showers overnight. Clouds hanging around on Thursday, but temperatures climb into the upper 50s and lower 60s. We'll track if we see more of the drier conditions as we head into the weekend coming up.
Fox 45 News, winner of 16 2022 Regional Emmy Awards, more than all other Baltimore news stations combined.
It's 11:10 on this Wednesday morning. It's a wet Wednesday morning, but taking a look at our social stream, a change in the 2024 race for the White House. There are new reports that Republican hopeful Vivek Ramaswamy has stopped running TV ads. According to the GOP candidate's campaign, ad money is being hyper-targeted through other means like mail, text, and calls. This comes less than a month before the Iowa caucuses and the New Hampshire primary. So what are you saying about this? Well, one person right here, Murphy's Hood Dad, says, why doesn't he just drop out? From this point, he's just wasting his money. On the other one, Scared Stoic says he's getting more media coverage from his canceled TV ads stunt than his TV ads would have ever gotten. Well, imports of the newest Apple Watch, they're on pause right now. Medical technology company Masimo is accusing Apple of patent infringement. Now, the company claims Apple stole its blood oxygen level sensing technology. Remember those ads? Amid the legal battle, the International Trade Commission has issued an import ban on the watches. Apple has already filed an appeal to overturn that ruling. So let's hear what you're saying. Well, Alexander's saying, I love Masimo and I love Apple. I wish the two companies would work together because they are both leaders in this technologies. If they did, consumers would only be rewarded. This is a petty squabble, frankly. And then Truth Will Set You Free saying, this is not petty. Apple would do the same if someone was using their tech. Well, rapper Ye, known as Kanye West, or rapper Ye, I should say, even though it's Kanye, is issuing an apology for his anti-Semitic statements. In an online post that was written in Hebrew, the rapper writes he regrets any offense or pain he may have caused, and that is, it was unintended. He also said he is committed to learning from his experience to ensure, quote, greater sensitivity and understanding. There you go. So let's find out what you're saying about this. AP, when they tell you who they are, believe them the first time. And we've got one more Ken posting here. I give it maybe 3 to 5 hours before he effectively retracts the apology via personal behavior. Still ahead, New York City leaders say they're investigating threats ahead of the city's big New Year's Eve celebrations. We're taking a closer look at the added security that's being put in place, but first.
Beyond surprised, it was a shock. Take your breath away shock.
One family's Christmas surprise for their grandparents is now going viral. Coming up, simple free gift that is warming hearts all across the globe, and you will want to do this. It's an amazing story. Coming up on 11:15, and yeah, we're back with a live look over Towson. Believe it or not, that's Towson Mall right there. You can kind of make it. Actually, you know what? That's not the Towson Mall. It's so foggy out there, it's difficult to see the different areas in the shots that we have here. But yeah, I'm assuming that's Towson, somewhere there, because the camera's stuck there and it can only move around about 280 degrees. So you're looking out at Towson, and if it's not raining, it will be a little bit later on. If you're heading outside, grab that umbrella. We'll be checking in with meteorologist Justin Chambers, who, yes, is not flying today because of that. And he's going to tell us when this weather moves out. Plus, we'll get a preview of your New Year's Eve forecast. Turning now, though, to the latest out of the Middle East. Palestinian health authorities say at least 6 Palestinians, they're dead after Israeli forces raided a refugee camp. The raid was reportedly in the northern occupied West Bank. The Israeli military also expanded its ground offensive in central Gaza to urban refugee camps and ordered people to evacuate. The camps are filled with Palestinians who fled northern Gaza in the early stages of Israel's ground offensive. Also, police say multiple people were arrested following a pro-Palestinian rally that was held in New York City. According to the New York Police Department, a total of 6 people were arrested after clashes with officers. After receiving significant threats, New York City Mayor Eric Adams is increasing security around the city's New Year's Eve festivities. He says recent protests have added to concern, but he's been pleased with the efforts by police to limit those disruptions. Still, he expects some levels of unrest.
We're sure that there's going to be some type of attempt this year to use that stage for some other concerns that people are having.
New York Police Department promises enhanced security around the ball drop right there in Times Square. New Year's Eve numbers are ready and in Times Square waiting for the big drop, the giant 2024. Those numerals have been raised atop Times Square. You see the video right there. They made quite the trip to get here, too, because they were driven cross country from Los Angeles. The numbers are 7 feet tall and in total comprised of 588 energy efficient light bulbs. Coming up on Fox 45 News at 4, another teen is charged with stealing a vehicle in Baltimore. The challenges police are facing as we near 11,000 thefts this year. And then at 5, a 13-year-old is shot, just the most recent young victim in the city. The growing frustration over just how many children are getting caught up in Baltimore's crime crisis. And then at 6, a new study shows Baltimore residents may be paying a higher rate for gas and electric than people in other cities. Fox 45 is looking into how high the prices are and the looming rate hikes and how they could impact you. You can get Fox 45 News in a flash to your Amazon Alexa or Echo. We now deliver your local headlines and your forecast in less than 2 minutes. If you have an Amazon device, it's easy. Just say, hey, Alexa, enable Fox 45 Baltimore. Here's a great story here at 11:18 for you. If you're on TikTok, you've probably seen it. But for the rest of us, the new viral trend of adult children showing up at their grandparents' house for a sleepover, just like they used to do as little kids. Grandparents' reactions is priceless. The video that started it all now has millions of views, and it's easy and it's cheap, and it will just make their world. 10 cousins, all grown up, ages 18 to 40, surprising their grandparents for Christmas. The takeover was so overwhelming, says Tony and Pat Sidoni.
Beyond surprised, it was a shock. Take your breath away shock. I've never had just my grandchildren, none of the adults. And it was beautiful. It was like being with little kids again.
I had seen a few of these ideas floating around, and my cousins and I are still super close. We see our grandparents all the time, but the only thing they ever want is to just spend time with us. So I thought, we got to do this.
And that is a great thought right there. Look at them getting on their matching PJs, too. What a great time. The original TikTok, more than 5 million views, and a lot more people every year seem to be doing it. Surprise sleepovers with your grandparents. It's great. Mark Clark, Be More Lifestyle here now. Mark, come on now. You 3 girls. I've got a son and a daughter.
I can't wait.
Yeah, with no grandchildren yet, right?
No grandchildren yet. I can't wait, man. I think that's what it's, I get it. I got, they're in their 20s, it's going to be some time, though. We started late time. We didn't start young like you, so.
Well, you know what, though? You got to remember about, you got to read the room, even with your grandparents, because, Our family, we put a surprise birthday party on for my grandmother when she turned 90. That one may be a little bit too much. She got a little bit overwhelmed, but she was fine. But still, you know, showing up at the door with like 30 of your relatives, we're sleeping over, Grandma.
Right. I welcome it. When it's time, I welcome it. Even if I'm 90, I'm going to welcome it. I won't hear it. I probably won't see it, but I'm going to welcome it.
Your wife's going to be like, Mark, go get your pants on. We got guests.
What's going on here?
Oh, yeah, I love it, too. All right, we can't wait to be grandfathers.
That's right. It's coming.
It is. All right. Thank you, Mark. Time now for your wild and wonderful weather. Did meteorologist Justin Chambers write that intro? Probably.
Yeah, this is a really pretty picture here. Upper and Lower Falls and Grand Canyon of Yellowstone National Park. So not the Grand Canyon, but this is actually in Yellowstone. You can see some of the very pretty pictures and very winter-like situation there with the waterfalls and all of that nice snow. So that is good stuff for sure. Not necessarily what we're seeing around here, as we've got mild conditions and rain that will continue as we head into the day today. So low to mid 50s on your hour-by-hour forecast. Those numbers about 10 degrees above where we typically are for this time of year. So we should top out right about 55, but the steady rain stays with us even though we have the mild temperatures. Sun is going to be up until 4:51. We won't see much of the sun at all today, but those daylight hours continue to expand as those sunsets get a little bit later now that we're past the winter solstice. So check in your hourly future scan. More of those showers will continue off and on through the afternoon. Looks to be the heaviest rain will be later into the afternoon and evening time. You can see some of the yellows and reds there indicating that heavier rain through about 7, 8 o'clock on your Wednesday evening before all of that rain pushes out of here. And we're looking at a good amount of rain, possibly an inch to an inch and a half area wide for Baltimore and Cockeysville up into Bel Air out toward the eastern shore. This will definitely help with our drought situation, the good soaking rain that we'll get. Low to mid 50s for your high temperatures across central Maryland and up and down the 95 corridor. Even though we have the rain, numbers stay above average, and we keep that trend going basically through Friday and even into Saturday and Sunday. We'll still be in the upper 40s and lower 50s before colder temps arrive next year and next week. So here's that future scan, that system moving out of here on Wednesday night. Thursday, we'll get a little bit of some sun that will try to pop through later into the afternoon as the drying trend will continue, but then more of those showers develop in the mountains on Friday. Overall, though, Saturday and Sunday looking pretty nice and dry with temperatures that'll be in the lower 50s, and then colder next year and next week with numbers in the 40s.
Justin still ahead celebrating Christmas at home with family. It appears a lot of people did just that. Coming up, how the TSA says travelers broke records, though, across this holiday. Just how much longer you can expect to see lines before things calm down. But first, if you got a gift and you didn't really just love it, returning it may be a little difficult this year. The new rules some stores are imposing for their returns. 11:22 is the time. You're watching Fox 45 News Midday. It says it right there. Well, don't miss this. At 11:25 on a wet Wednesday, we're telling you about early data shows many Americans increased their spending this holiday season. Yes, we knew that was coming. According to MasterCard, Spending Pulse retail sales increased 3.1% from November 1st to December 24th compared to the same time last year. And there was hints of a quote-unquote recession this year. Returning gifts this holiday season, though, may be more difficult than in years past, and that's because many retailers, they've added some fees or shorten the return window. Amazon will only accept items on or after November 1st. Target and Walmart both have limits to how long customers can return their items. Macy's, Marshall's, TJ Maxx, they all have return fees. Restocking fees, remember those? When it comes to holiday travel, the TSA says the Friday before Christmas was the busiest day at security checkpoints. According to TSA, 2.75 million people were screened that day. That's up from 2 million in 2022. TSA says between Thursday and Monday, more than 12 million passengers went through security checkpoints across the U.S. High travel volumes are expected to continue through New Year's Day, and agents reminding travelers to get to the airport early. Remember that Friday we were showing those long lines, 2 hours before domestic, 3 for international. Time now for your lunch break. If you play the lottery, you may want to pick up a ticket today. Tonight's Powerball jackpot has grown to an estimated $685 million. Well, that's all we have for your Fox 45 News Midday. Be More Lifestyle is up next. And of course, we've got Mark Clark back to tell us what he's working on. Mark.
Well, Tom, did you get a pair of shoes for Christmas? If so, it could be a red flag, depending on who gave them to you.
You're watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is Be More Lifestyle.
Hey, what's up, Baltimore? I'm Mark Clark, and this is Be More Lifestyle live from Studio A at Fox Baltimore. Lady T is here, along with Dr. J. Armstrong from Cranked Up Cardio. Hey. Good morning, ladies. Let me tell you right now. Now, do you get a pair of shoes for Christmas? If so, it could be a red flag, depending on who gave them to you. There's a new theory on TikTok that if your partner gave you a pair of shoes for Christmas, it could be a sign they're about to walk out and leave you. Now, first of all, this is an old saying from Big Mama. You get a pair of shoes, they walk out your life. It is. Okay, Dr. J, now, they calling it viral. I mean, is this because somebody young put it out?
Yeah, they put it back out. I mean, like you said, it was a little old adage.
This was the bag and purse on the floor, all the stuff, right?
No, do what you can to keep your man. That's my motto.
Shoes all the time.
Don't worry about the shoes.
Your husband gives you red bottoms all the time. I got some red bottoms right now.
I can know with you. But yeah, I got a sneaker closet, so hey, it's all good.
I know she does. But no, definitely, this is Caribbean people say this all the time. You as a daughter, you cannot even buy shoes for your dad. You can't buy shoes for nobody, literally, because it's walk out your life. Right. It literally is a saying, and you have to stick with it.
Can we have an accent on it?
I'm glad. I don't want to say what the accent because it's gonna be a little much. I'm glad they're putting it back out there because people don't know this. I like it. And you're not supposed to sweep no one's feet. Don't sweep nobody's feet because then they're gonna walk out your life again. So you can't do that.
There go the accent. Did you hear?
You can't do that either. So don't sweep your feet and don't buy your man no shoes.
But nobody sweeps anymore, so Swifter.
He said nobody sweeps anymore.
Back
we want you to tell me.
Run over
do you believe in the viral shoe theory? Vote on our website, fox44.com/vote. When you get to the website, make sure you click on the lifestyle tab. You can also vote on our FOX45 News app. At the end of the show, we'll see what everybody
80%. They
thinks.
already know.
Come on, don't sweep the feet now.
Don't sweep
It's basically the plot of a Home Alone 2 come to life. 6-year-old boy who was flying by himself ended up on the wrong flight and landed in the wrong city. Fortunately, unlike Kevin in Home Alone, the boy didn't end up in Paris. He stayed in the U.S. but was in Orlando, Florida instead at Fort Myers. The airline says it now investigates how this thing happened.
Yeah, they better investigate.
Dr. J,
they need to.
Your baby ends up in the wrong place.
I don't even want to imagine it. I mean, I know parents send their kids out, to travel. You place their lives into the hands of, our flight people, flight attendants. But I can't even imagine what that grandmother's going through. I do not want to
see her face if her baby was missing either.
No part of me. Not my baby.
Not my baby.
I do not fly all the time. I told you I'm scared of heights. I told you I'm scared of heights.
So would you be shocked by this?
This would be not really at this point in time. They lose your luggage.
Oh my God.
They lose your luggage, they're gonna lose your baby.
They lose your luggage, they're gonna lose your kid too. The only way they messed up with this one is this kid didn't have his parents' credit cards and stuff like they did at Home Alone.
Yes, he could do that. Exactly.
He couldn't do none of that. That was the only negative.
My wife talks about back in the day, she was put on the airplane internationally and flown to the U.S.
Wow.
They were like, okay, baby, have a safe trip.
They were
that's
like,
that's amazing.
Yes.
That is amazing.
Now, if you've been stressed out over the holidays, your dog probably knows it. A new study finds dogs can smell when we're stressed. They can apparently smell tiny changes in our breath that are caused by stress hormones. In a study, they were
I was going to say,
they were to tell when people were stressed over 90% accuracy. Right. Your dog be like, I don't know
not right.
Like,
whatever that is.
They're like, do you
not right.
canine bites? Do you need a canine bite? Because
Are you a dog person?
I am. We have a dog.
Wait a minute, Dr. J.
Yeah, absolutely. Just
they got that estate. They got a state, so they have a dog, to run in the state.
Excuse me.
What
so, that estate.
Who has
that? And your dog tell when you
Yes. When I'm having stress or flare, she's right next to me. Right next to me. It's been like that. We had her since 11 weeks old. And so she's just there. And I know that either something's about to go on or she knows something's going on.
Now, when I stink, my dog run away from me. After Christmas dinner, that dog was nowhere to be seen.
She's like, something ain't right. Something is off balance here. And we need to get that back.
Speaking of smells, shout out to Christmas and Thanksgiving. When you eat stuff that don't need to be going together at the same time.
Oh, my God.
And you know how you can tell?
When the food touches, baby. I like when the mac and cheese touches the yams and it creates yak. It's like, it's yams and mac, yak.
That sweet salty,
heavenly
taste.
Combination.
Except at work, though, in the bathroom, it's yuck.
Okay, there you go.
There you go.
Yuck.
Yeah.
So coming up,
well,
we're going to see you two back. We're going to see you sweating. We're going to see you doing what you do.
Wait, I was going to sweat too.
You ain't going to sweat. No,
I was going to do it. That's true.
Okay,
that's true. I did put the setting powder on.
She's going to set it up. She's going to crank it up.
That's
right.
There's still time to do good this holiday season. Coming up, how your charitable donations can be put to good use. But first, staying warm this winter. Coming up, a new way to relax during the winter cold. Stick around. Great show.
Is it cuddling?
It might be.
Okay.
Or it might be cranked up cardio.
Hey. right. That's right.
You're watching Be More Lifestyle.
Winter is definitely a season to stay indoors and cozy. Jewel Rand from America's Steals and Deals is here to help you stay warm and relaxed during the cold days ahead.
The following segment is sponsored by Knocking.
You know, after a long day at work, I just love to come home and sit and relax. And in my house, we use the Calming Heat XXL for so many reasons. I love this heating pad, especially for its size and its weight. It doesn't move all around. It doesn't slip off those little ones that just fall here and there. It stays put. And it has 12 settings, 27 combinations of heat and massage. So you can really find what works best for you. And I love that you can even, this is me, fall asleep with it on because it has a 2-hour cutoff. So you don't have to worry about turning it off once you've dozed off. You can just fall asleep and feel comfortable. And it has massaging vibrations and heat absorbing that really helps evenly distribute the heat. And I like to use it sometimes on my neck and shoulders after a long, hard day. And my daughters love it. We bring this out during those monthly cramps, you know those. And it's also great to keep you and stay cozy as it gets colder. I just love to watch TV with this. And it's a great gift because everyone can benefit from it. And right now, we're offering 30% off on the Calming Heat XXL. Head to asadeals.com for this exclusive offer, and it goes fast. So get it.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by the Salvation Army. It's the holiday season, which means it's also the giving season. With that, the Salvation Army is reminding people of ways to give back to their community and help people in need. For more on that, we have Commissioner Ken Hodder, National Commander of the Salvation Army. Thank you for joining us, Commissioner.
Thanks again. It's great to be with you today.
Why is it important to keep giving throughout the new year?
Well, it will come as no surprise to anyone that inflation is taking a bite out of everyone's budget right now. And the Salvation Army has always served the most vulnerable. We're seeing about 44 million people across the country who are food insecure. 7 million of those are children. Homelessness is at double digits, and about 92 million Americans are struggling to meet essential expenses. But with the support of the American public, the Salvation Army is trying to make a difference in all of those lives.
How has the Salvation Army adapted to the community's need over the years, especially during a time of rising inflation and lingering effects of the pandemic?
The Salvation Army has almost 7,000 locations in serving every zip code across the country. And we always ensure that when donations are given locally, they stay locally. So whatever the need of that community happens to be, when someone gives, they'll be helping their neighbors to meet whatever the need is, whether it's food or substance abuse or utility assistance or anything else. The Salvation Army will be there to help.
How can people get involved and support their local Salvation Army?
There are lots of ways that people can get involved and help meet their neighbors' needs. First, they can go to salvationarmyusa.org, which will not only provide opportunities to give, but give complete information on what the Salvation Army is doing in everyone's community. But they can also put a little money into a Christmas kettle. And if they don't have cash, they can use Google Pay, Apple Pay, Venmo, PayPal. They can also text kettles to 51555. Or if they have a little time, they can volunteer at the Salvation Army at one of our Angel Tree locations. The Salvation Army will help more than 1 million children this year with a toy at Christmas time. We need volunteers to help with the distribution of food and gifts. There are lots of ways that people can get involved.
Where do people go to find more information?
Well, they can certainly call their local Salvation Army. We're in every zip code across the nation, or they can go to salvationarmyusa.org.
Thank you for joining us with this powerful information.
Thanks again, and Merry Christmas to you.
Still ahead, if you're looking to buy a new car in the new year, we got you covered. Coming up, a closer look at the vehicle just named the Truck of the Year. But first, a new year and a new you. Coming up, how to get fit in the new year with easy and fun exercise. Get cranked. Yeah, stick around.
This is Be More Lifestyle.
All right, hey you guys. All right, so the holidays are coming to an end and we're all starting to work on those New Year's resolutions, right? But here to help us stay fit, but still have some fun while doing it the Be More way. Dr. J. Armstrong of Cranked Up Cardio is here. Hey, Dr. J.
How you doing, girl?
You always
Great
look good.
seeing you.
This is annoying. Okay, so talk to me. What's new with Cranked Up Cardio?
We are celebrating 10 years this year. 10 years. Can you believe it? Yes, 10 years. April 27th, Solace Point Multipurpose Center.
Okay.
It's ready to be on and popping.
All right, now what made you want to get started with doing the Be More style, the club music? You know,
I love to dance. I was a battler. I loved it. And then it was just like, you know, Zumba had its culture mixed into exercise. So I was like, why not do our culture and mix it into exercise?
And we love it.
Thank
And
you.
we love it because we see you breakdancing at weddings. And then we see you now teaching other people this now.
Yeah.
And the wave is spreading. So what's next for you guys?
Well, I mean, just making sure we do the 10-year anniversary and hopefully being able to open it up to, more instructors. Like we have April and we have Will and
April,
52 others.
Will.
So
okay, now Dr. J is going to teach us some moves because I pretty much need to start I got to work on the health train for 2024. Okay, but I want to have some fun while doing it. I want to jam out. So show me what to do, and please do low impact.
Oh, we're going to start low impact, but of course we got to crank it up. So for you, we're going to just do a slightly lift.
Okay,
left,
slightly lift.
And right.
Okay.
And left.
I like this. Okay. Okay, good.
Now we're going to do an arm curl.
Uh-oh.
You keep your elbows close to your body.
Okay. This is good. This is a good tempo.
It's going to crank up.
I feel like we're about to crank up.
Now we're going to bend just slightly.
Okay. Hey. First of all, can we shout out to me for keeping up?
Yes. And shout out to DJ Techniques, Mr. Postman. Hey.
Right.
We're going to crank it up.
Okay, I'm scared.
5, 4, 3, 2, wait.
Wait a minute. I was not. Hold on a second.
Hey.
Wait a minute.
Oh, we getting ready to jump. You can stay low. You can stay low.
I can stay low.
You can stay low. We're going to crank it up one more time.
This is low as
So
I
you can do low and high impact, okay? And 5.
This is what I used to do back in the day at the club. I used to go like
3,
I need to buy me drinks.
1.
Okay.
Add a hop. Let's go.
We doing a hop? Hey. I'm doing a little something here.
March it out in 5, 4, 4.
Wait, I can't feel now.
2, 1. March it out. Let's go.
This is my favorite part. This is my favorite part right here.
So we're going to do a grapevine.
Okay.
And step, cross, slow. Step,
I know the grapevine.
cross, step, tap.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh, we're doing an electric slide. That's what I like to hear.
We're going to speed up just a little.
I gotta do this.
Grapevine, tempo, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Hold on a second.
You good?
Play with it.
Hey.
We out here.
Now we're going to lift our knees. Totally up to you if you want to do it or you can stay there.
Come on, don't play with it.
Let's go. Hey. Knees up.
Hey.
Knee.
Okay, sorry. What we doing?
Knee. No, you
What?
good?
Not in this dress.
No. Stay low.
Okay, stay low.
I'm just showing the difference.
That's right. Okay.
Now you can stay here.
I'm cha-cha now, y'all.
We're going to hop. It is kind of like that.
It feels like
4,
it. Okay.
3, 2, 1. Stay low. We're going to hop.
Hey. Wait a minute. Okay. They're showing out now. I can't even. Come on, ladies.
Hey, come on.
Hey. All right, tell them where they need to go to see
March
more
it out.
cranked up cardio.
www.crankedupcardio.com. Dr. J, April, Will, cranking it with Tiffany. Let's go.
You the bomb. Thank you so much. Time now for your weather with meteorologist Justin Chambers.
Well, this is a really pretty picture here in Mexico. You can see that sunset with the nice palm tree there and those nice dark orange colors. Really nice to see that shot, especially when we're talking about being in the middle of winter, even though it doesn't really feel like winter around here, especially with temperatures that are going to stay mild for the afternoon. Yeah, a lot of rain, definitely an indoor day, maybe planning your vacation as we get into some drier weather. But that rain could be heavy at times, especially on your Wednesday, late afternoon into the evening time. And check your hour-by-hour forecast. Temperatures mainly in the low to mid-50s through the afternoon. Typically this time of year, we're in the mid-40s, so we're going to see those numbers climb into the 50s today. Tracking the rain, off and on showers through midday into the afternoon. You're going to see 2, 3, and 4 o'clock, couple of waves of some more moderate rain showers that'll continue in that 5 o'clock drive home if you are working this afternoon. And even in that 6 and 7 o'clock hour, that's when we're expecting the heaviest rain. Most of that will move out of here by the time we head into late Wednesday night and Thursday morning. And overall, should get a good inch to an inch and a half in terms of rainfall totals up and down the 95 corridor and out toward the eastern shore with those numbers that will be good for our drought situation. Overall, low to mid 50s eastern shore across the Bay Bridge at 54 in Annapolis, 55 in Baltimore City, 54 in Cockeysville, up and down the 95 corridor. Even with the rain, we'll keep those low to mid 50s in play for your temperatures. So that system moves out of here later tonight. Tomorrow we'll see some drier air. We'll start with cloud cover and a couple of leftover showers, but by Thursday afternoon, we do expect some clearing, and then more of those clouds develop on Friday as another system moves in from the west. That's going to bring snow to the mountains and possibly a few rain showers for us by Friday evening. But Saturday and Sunday right now are looking dry, and temperatures in the lower 50s for the most part. No issues for the Ravens game Sunday afternoon or New Year's Eve, and colder temperatures early next week.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Motor Trend.
We've seen their picks for best car and best SUV of 2024. And now senior editor Aaron Gold joins us again to reveal the Motor Trend 2024 Truck of the Year. Hello, welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you so much for having me on.
I'm so excited to see what the new Truck of the Year is. What is it and why was it chosen?
Well, I am very pleased to tell you that the 2024 Motor Trend Truck of the Year is the Chevrolet Colorado. And this is actually the third Truck of the Year win for the Chevrolet Colorado. The previous generation was always at the top of Motor Trend's ultimate car rankings, and this new version builds on the strength that got the Colorado there. It's got a thoroughly modern turbocharged four-cylinder engine, tows up to 7,700 pounds, and it is brilliant off-road, especially the ZR2 and Trail Boss models. Very tough Truck of the Year competition this year, but the Colorado really stood out because it is so good at so many different things. It's a great work truck, it's a very comfortable daily driver, and it is an amazing off-road vehicle. And that's why Motor Trend picked it as the 2024 Truck of the Year.
Amazing. Okay, so what are some of your favorite features?
Oh gosh, that's a long list. It's got a modern interior, it rides comfortably, and because it's a mid-sized truck, it's easy to park, but it's also a hard worker. You can load it right up to its payload limit and it doesn't feel overwhelmed. And it's also a fantastic off-road truck. The new Trail Boss model, which is the one I'm standing next to, is also a very good rock crawler at a very, very reasonable price. And we also like that even the off-road versions of the Colorado are still very comfortable to drive on-road. There's just so much flexibility in the Colorado.
Okay, now what automotive trends are you seeing for 2024?
Well, I think in this coming year, we're obviously going to see more electric vehicles, more affordable electric vehicles, which is something the market needs. But we're also going to see an emphasis on other fuel-efficient technology, hybrids, turbocharged four-cylinder, turbocharged three-cylinder engines, engines that can meet these higher fuel economy standards without alienating the buyers who maybe aren't ready to make the transition to an electric vehicle yet. And I think the automakers want people to know if you're not ready to make that step, there are still plenty of conventionally powered vehicles available for you.
Awesome. Okay, and the color is popping on that vehicle, that truck.
Isn't that red great? And they've got some beautiful blues, this wonderful yellow green, fantastic colors on the Colorado.
Fantastic. Okay, where can our viewers go for more information on the winning vehicle?
You can go to motortrend.com, or you can pick up the latest issue of Motor Trend magazine at your local newsstand.
All right, I look forward to you sending me one, okay? Send me one or two, okay?
I'll put them right in the mail this afternoon.
There you go. All right, till next time, bye.
Thank you.
Still ahead, did you get a pair of shoes for Christmas? If so, it could be a red flag depending on who gave them to you. Coming up, your take on the new viral shoe theory. Coming up. Did you get a pair of shoes for Christmas? If so, it could be a red flag depending on who gave them to you. There's a new theory on TikTok that if your partner gave you a pair of shoes for Christmas, it could be a sign they're about to walk out and leave you. And we wanted you to tell it, do you believe in the viral shoe theory? 82% say they do not believe, while 9% say they do believe, and another 9%, they're not that sure. We got a great show lined up for tomorrow. We just celebrated Christmas, and New Year's will be here before you know it. It's prompting the question, if people can actually get anything done at work during the time period. Coming up, we'll chat about why some companies are telling workers to stay home.
Find out how to have your business featured on Be More Lifestyle. Email us at BeMoreLifestyleTV@foxbaltimore.com.
And as always, thank you for inviting us into your home. Make sure you follow Be More Lifestyle on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Enjoy these last few days of 2023 as we prepare for 2024. Hey, we'll see you tomorrow.